Is your brother here, Chris?
Yes.
How old is he?
35.
Kevin, how old are you? Ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally come. The 2021 Volleyball League of America season is finally here, and we are so excited to be kicking it off in conjunction with the MLK Challenge here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. This is Rob St. Clair. What is up, everyone? Thanks so much for joining us. You're in for a great treat this week in a high-level volleyball. We got 3 matches, a 3-match series between the home team, Indiana's Team Pineapple, and our visitors from New York, Legion Volleyball Club Team LVC. These are going to be some crazy battles, a long-standing rivalry. These guys know each other well. Been playing at the highest level for years and years and years, and the latest edition of this awesome matchup coming to you live on the VLA YouTube channel and Instagram Live this weekend. Teams are just finishing up warm-ups. This is such an awesome event. Can't thank our sponsors enough. Can't thank the VLA board enough for putting all this together. Just an amazing weekend of volleyball that we have ready. We'll get to that much more as the weekend goes on. Match times, for those of you wondering who haven't seen it yet. Right now, 11 a.m. Eastern, match number 1 here on Saturday. We will be playing again at 4 p.m. Eastern. Same teams, 4 p.m. Eastern today. And then same time tomorrow morning, 11 a.m. on Sunday. Some big names, some familiar faces, some new faces for both of these teams. LVC is going to be in white and pink on the far side of your screen. They took second place in the VLA Kickoff Classic back in July, losing 3-0 in the finals to the Chicago Icemen. Team Pineapple, like I've talked about a lot, very well documented, including with founder and kind of godfather Lloyd Ball. I had him on my podcast this week, and he's talking about Team Pineapple's turnover period and age right now. A lot of new faces trying to inject some young blood into the team. They finished 4th at the Kickoff Classic, but they did beat LVC in a match in pool play in that tournament before LVC turned around and beat them again in the playoffs. So a lot going on here, a lot of great volleyball. We are going to introduce the lineups live here in the house, and then we will get to first serve in just a few minutes. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Court 31 at the MLK Challenge for live Volleyball League of America regular season action. The first of a 3-match series all weekend between the home team, Indiana's Team Pineapple, and our visitors, the New York Legion Volleyball Club Team LVC. Just a reminder, these matches are streaming live on the internet all weekend long. If you're not already following the VLA on Instagram, at VLA Volleyball, on YouTube, Volleyball League of America, these matches will be there. Tell everyone you know. Everyone in the world should be watching these matches right now. This is going to be awesome stuff all weekend long. Let's introduce the starting lineups. First, from the visitors of Team LVC. At setter number 2, Christian Smith. At opposite number 15, Jordan Faree. Outside hitter number 6, Andrew Fishman. Outside hitter number 25, Dave Evans. Middle blocker number 14, Chris Hoosman. Middle blocker number 24, Ryan Carty. And libero number 22, Kevin Nardone. Team LVC is captained by Chris Hosley. And the home team, Indiana's Team Pineapple. Middle blocker number 7, Connor O'Ryan. Outside hitter and opposite number 12, Bruno Amorim da Silva. Outside hitter number 13, Kyle Ratty. Setter number 14, Pasquale Fiducia. At libero number 16, J.J. Meyer. At middle blocker number 17, Matt Harpenow. And at opposite number 18, Gary House. Team Pineapple is captained by Lloyd Ball, who I know is here somewhere, and managed by Ron Clark. Let's play some ball, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Instagram Live, YouTube Live, everyone all around the world, welcome to the VLA 2021 regular season. I'm Rob St. Clair. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to be live all weekend long with some killer volleyball. We have been waiting for this moment for a very long time. If you're listening on Instagram, definitely go check us out on YouTube. Got better camera angle, landscape mode, got a scoreboard graphic, got better audio. Check us out over there. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram. The Professional Volleyball League that everybody has been asking for, begging for years is here, and you guys are all tuning into it. So thank you for joining us. LVC out of New York, and the far side of your screen is going to start off serving here with Dave Evans. Right away, number 7 in black, Connor Orion out of the middle with the first kill on the weekend after a beautiful delivery by the heir apparent to Team Pineapple setter position, Pasquale Fiducia. We're going to be talking about him a lot this weekend. Another huge name, number 12 in black, Bruno Amorim da Silva, the Brazilian legend, playing outside hitter this match. And a rejection out of the middle. Orion and Ratty combining to stop Chris Hoosman of LVC. Nice read by the Team Pineapple block, and both teams are going to try to get their middle attack going early. Pineapple all over that one on the defensive end. Bruno again with the jump spin serve. Rotation 5 here for LVC. The setter, Christian Smith, with 2 front row options. Good jump serve, and that's an ace serve right on the end line for Bruno. Team Pineapple jumps out to a 3-0 lead early on here in the first match. Mentioned Bruno, mentioned Fiducia. A lot more to talk about on the Team Pineapple side. Number 18 in black, Gary House. The opposite going to have a pretty long leash all weekend long at that right pin spot. He's going to hit a lot of balls. Really good pass by Libero Nardoni for LVC. This is Varie out of the back row. He's rejected by Ratty. Beautiful move by number 13 in black. Ratty at 6'8", one of the, I think, the tallest pin hitter on any roster this weekend. An outstanding blocker and a really nice move shutting down Jordan Varie on LVC's right side out of the back row. Bruno again, 4-0 Team Pineapple with the lead. Really nice pass by Nardoni again. This is Fishman on the left side, high into the hands, dug by Bruno. Transition opportunity here. Ratty on the left-handed into the block and covered easily. House on the right side, down the line, dug by Nardoni. Oh, nice set in transition to Hoosman, and that ball is up for now. But the run is finally over, and Team LVC is on the board. Number 14 in right, Chris Hoosman on a SUNY New Paltz, former Division III All-American and a national champion in 2016. Good jump serve looking there, but misses just long by Hoosman. He'll go to the bench, replaced by the libero. First look at the service line from Connor Orion, number 7 in black. 25-year-old middle blocker from Milwaukee. Nice serve handled by Fishman. Free out of the back row again, this time down the line, and unable to be kept alive by Orion. And that is a great rip by number 15 in white. Jordan Varie, just an all-time college career at St. Francis in Pennsylvania, setting all kinds of career records, named to the EIVA Hall of Fame. Spent a little bit of time in the national team, Jim, and a great career for Jordan. And an absolute star for Team LVC. Harpenow there into the block and cover. This will be House one-on-one on the right side. Dug cross-court by Smith. Varie again rolled over the top, dug by House in the off-blocker spot. And the play is going to be stopped here as a stray volleyball has come onto the court. So no point awarded. We will replay the point off the serve of Christian Smith. Smith, the LVC setter all weekend, number 2 in white. Also out of SUNY New Paltz. He was the Division III National Player of the Year in 2016 as New Paltz won the championship. And as a setter, that is a big deal. Pipe attack to Bruno. I think he missed it just wide. Yeah, good call by our up official there. Nice looking offense. Definitely fooled the LVC block. But Bruno on the wrist away shot missed the sideline by less than a tile, and that's a break for New York for sure. Smith again, pretty good float serve. Working on Ratty's hands. Fiducia out to Ratty against one blocker and put away sharp cross court by number 13 in black. Kyle Ratty, 35 years of age, 6'8", outside hitter out of Michigan State University. Product of the NCVF college club scene. One of the very best players to ever play at that level. Fishman, crushed cross court on the right side in rotation 1. And number 6 in white, Andrew Fishman, with his first kill of the season. Fishman, another SUNY New Paltz guy. They're practically turning LVC into a New Paltz alumni team this weekend. A great jump spin serve. We'll see who he goes after in this service rotation. Working on Bruno, handled really well. Fiducia on the about 10-foot line. House out of the back row, rolled over the top, kept alive by Fishman. The first look at Dave Evans on the left side, and he rattles it through the block and down. Number 25 in white, Dave Evans, registers the kill for Team LVC. An undersized outside hitter, can also play some libero. But Evans, another Division III National Player of the Year out of Stevens Institute of Technology in New Jersey, won that award in 2015. Undersized, but boy, is he a good player. And what a play by Fiducia that time. The front row setter throwing that ball down on the joust through the block. Both of these setters, Smith and Fiducia, physical players. Fiducia not big, but he jumps really high and not at all afraid to take the offense into his own hands on two when he's in the front row. You'll see that a lot all weekend. Good serve from Ratty, working on Fishman's hands. Evans into the block of Fiducia, but covered. Nice set by Smith DeVry on the right side, and just long out of bounds, no touch detected. Nice point for Team Pineapple on serve. Ratty again working on Evans' hands. Perfect pass. Evans one-on-one. Rolled. Oh, beautiful off-speed shot. Gets the better of Matt Harpenow and falls harmlessly on the Team Pineapple side. This will be middle blocker number 24, Ryan Carty, with the jump serve for Team LVC. Perfect pass by Ratty. Harpenow out of the middle. Cross body. Doug. Hoosman will set this ball. Nice back set to Evans and crushed through a seam. What a play by Team LVC. Just love, every middle blocker loves getting a chance to set the ball. And the setter Smith, after digging that ball, put it right on Hoosman's hands. And a nice looking back set in tempo to Evans, and he beats the seam cross court. Carty again for LVC. Tight pass by Meyer, overpassed. And the give and go. Hoosman to Smith, back to Hoosman. This time a crossbody kill for number 14 in white, and he is a budding superstar at the middle blocker position. The dude just flies through the air. A first-team All-American, like I said, at SUNY New Paltz in Division III. We're going to see a lot of him attacking the ball this weekend. Smith loves to get him involved. This will be Bruno on the left side, high into the hands and out of play. And Bruno is good as anybody on this court all weekend long at seeing the block and using the high hands. Not afraid of the block. He hits the ball into the high hands on purpose to get balls easily covered on his side or to terminate them out of bounds. What a run that was by Hoosman off of Smith. Ran completely parallel to the net. Totally fooled the blockers and then somehow able to chop it all the way back across his body. Kind of a run that we see Mark Olson run for the Phoenix Ascension, for those of you familiar with their game. Olson in the Ascension, you'll see much later this season, but that's a crazy piece of offense from LVC. Oh, beautiful push by Fiducia all the way to the outside, but an even better block by Christian Smith. The LVC block all the way into the deep cross-court corner on the Pineapple side. Nobody there to cover. And well noted in the comments of the YouTube live stream that Christian Smith and Chris Hoosman were high school teammates. They've been playing together for years and years. High school, college at New Paltz, and now at the professional level for Team LVC. So the chemistry there, absolutely undeniable. Heater of a serve that time from Vary way out of system here to House on the right side, off the block of Evans and covered. Vary not able to get his feet to that set. Free ball opportunity here. Bruno on the left side down the line, dug by Vary. Smith free-balled over, picked up by Meyer, but overpassed. Weird-looking play here. Good rally developing. That time, Vary out of the back row, off the tape, out of bounds, and no touch. So Pineapple escapes the crazy rally with the point that time. Fiducia, the setter for Team Pineapple, serving in rotation 1. Good pass by Fishman. Hoosman against pretty much a triple block. That's dug somehow, but overpassed. Free ball here for Team LVC. Evans, sharp cross court, and put away. Man, you can tell how much respect Team Pineapple is giving the middle attack of Chris Hoosman right now. All 3 blockers were at least in the area code of that middle attack. And a brilliant dig by Fiducia and right back. But it went over to the LVC side, and Evans terminates on the free ball. House down the line, dug by Vary. Can Nardoni run this down? No, not quite. And a nice-looking swing by number 18 in black, Gary House, the opposite from Las Vegas. Only hits on the left side in that one rotation, in rotation 1. A lot of opposites not very comfortable over there. The score now 11-11. Nice tight set number 1 here as Bruno back to serve once again. Had an ace last time on the end line.
We'll move the table. Yeah, between sets.
Smith to Fishman, high off the hands of Orion, and out of play. And a nice side out there by Team LVC off a pretty dangerous server. LVC, of course, stands for Legion Volleyball Club, Chris Hosley's club in the Albany area in upstate New York. I'll use Legion, New York, and LVC interchangeably all weekend long. Give them a follow at Team LVC_VLA on Instagram. Good serve that time by Hoosman, I believe. Rolled over the top, and a net violation committed that time by middle blocker Carty for LVC. Point Team Pineapple. This will be Orion again on the service line for Team Pineapple. A dangerous jump server. And a little underneath that ball. Misses it out of bounds. Well watched by libero Kevin Nardoni in black for Team LVC on the far side. Rotation 3 received here for Team Pineapple. Fiducia in the back row. House, Harpenow, and Ratty, the front row hitting options. Float serve by Smith, working on Ratty. Bruno out of the pipe, and a really good read by Ryan Carty shuts it down. Just a brilliant wait and read by number 24 in white, Ryan Carty. 31-year-old middle blocker out of Syracuse University, another college club product. Excellent read blocking move out of the middle that time. This will be Ratty on the left side from Fiducia. Sharp cross court, diving play made by Nardoni, but overpassed. Ratty again on the left side, down the line. Did he get the touch? Yes, he did, or maybe a net violation. Called right away by our down official. (13 serving 14). Team Pineapple trailing by 1. Gary House serving against LVC's rotation 1. Float serve handled by Nardoni's hands. All the way out to Vary on the left side, and he's rejected by Harpenow and Fiducia. Excellent work by Fiducia, pressing back in towards the left to seal that seam. And Vary, who's played a little bit of outside hitter in his career, definitely a little more comfortable on the right side, but will get a lot of balls in this rotation. And an ace serve that time by Gary House off the hands of Dave Evans. And Team Pineapple takes the lead. Tough pass from Fishman. Smith can barely keep this alive, but a really good bump set. Fishman is blocked, but not kept alive for long. And another block by Matt Harpenow, number 17 in black. And a nice run developing here by Team Pineapple, as LVC is going to have to take a timeout to talk about this. They trail by 2, 16-14 Team Pineapple midway through set number 1. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Out of the timeout, 16-14. House continuing to serve against LVC's rotation 1, and that's going to be a storyline all weekend for both teams. Back in July, Team Pineapple really struggled to get out of this rotation. It's something that a lot of teams struggle with, so we'll see where the offenses develop when the pin hitters are in their unnatural spots. This will be Fishman on the right side off the platform, and a brilliant high swing by number 6 in white off the fingertips of Matt Harpenow and out of play. That's a really good veteran swing against a much bigger blocker. And a good timeout by LVC that time generates the side out right away. Fishman back to serve. Definitely can do some damage. 15-16. Working on Ratty down the line. A really good pass. House out of the back row, cross court, and missed it wide. And against only one blocker, that is a big missed opportunity for Team Pineapple off a pretty good pass. We will see if Pasquale Fiducia, Team Pineapple's setter, takes after his mentor Lloyd Ball in the fact that Lloyd, of course, really likes to repeat set. After a hitter has just made an error or gotten blocked, he will set that guy again. We will see if Fiducia does that the same way. Nice cut short serve. This will be House way out of system, and he gets away with it off the block and out of bounds. Nice set by Kyle Ratty. And a broad jump by Gary House, keeping his feet behind the line. And speaking of Lloyd Ball, he's coaching an 18s team this weekend. He has just shown up on the Team Pineapple bench just in time, maybe to give the guys a lift. Evans with another good roll shot picked up by House. He's out of the play. This will be Ratty on the left side. No, Bruno, into the block, dug, and stabbed at by Nardoni. And a replay going to be called. No point awarded, a replay called. I think a ball came on the court somewhere. Kind of a tough break for Team Pineapple as they had a transition chance in offense. Ratty serving again. 3 on the right side, high into the hands of Bruno and into the side wall and out of play. This would be Cardi for Team LVC. See how aggressive he is with his jump serve this time. Rotation 5 receive for Team Pineapple. Pretty aggressive, but misses it out of bounds. Well watched right away by Bruno. Matt Harpenow, number 17 in black, middle blocker from Cincinnati out of Lees McRae University. 6'9", the tallest player on any roster this weekend. Gotten a lot of time with Team Pineapple the past several years. And a good jump serve, although he misses that one out of bounds long. Well noted by Vince in the chat that Vary versus Bruno is an awesome matchup on the pins. Vary right on cue, misses that jump serve. And a little bit of a spree of service errors from the two teams here back to back to back. But Fiducia, the float server, you can trust him to put this one in play. Rotation 4 for LVC. Smith, the front row setter, along with Hoosman and Evans. Vary always an option out of the back row, of course. Tough pass by Fishman. This will be Vary out of system, into the block of Orion, and just out of bounds. That ball hit the tape and may have been touched. I think the referees are going to talk about this, whether that ball was into the tape only or whether it got a piece of the block. The call is out of bounds off the block, so a kill for Vary out of system. I think we've got everything sorted out. LVC does take that point. They get a very important side out there. Good serve that time by Evans. All the way back to House. Sharp cross court and put away a beautiful swing. That was Bruno, in rotation 1. Bruno, number 12 in black, very comfortable on the right side. Has spent a lot of his professional career playing opposite. Now spends a lot of the time on the beach. Such a good ball control player. Outside hitter, also a very good spot for him. A dangerous jump server, a nice rip there. Handled really well by Evans. This is Fishman into the block, kept alive. Can he get another swing at this? He can, into the chest of Meyer, kept alive. Bruno out of the back row, dug by Vary. Hoosman and a really good block touch by House. Ratty against two blockers, sharp cross court, and he puts it away. What a play by Team Pineapple. And the best rally of the match so far, taken by the boys in black and green, the home team. They lead 21-19, a big point there to get a 2-point advantage and to keep a dangerous server like Bruno on the service line. See if he goes after Fishman again and left back for Team LVC. Foot fault that time called against Bruno. Handled, that absolute bomb was handled pretty well by Nardoni anyway. Side out point Team LVC, they trail by 1, 20-21. Good serve by Hoosman, but an even better pass. No, overpass and tap to the floor. But a net violation committed by Cardi. Oh, that's a huge play. Hoosman generates the overpass, but Cardi follows through into the net on his way through, tapping it down. And a crucial side out for Team Pineapple, 22-20. Orion serving. Keeps that one in play. Smith to Fishman on the 32, and really well read and stuffed on the tip shot by Team Pineapple, now 23-20. The block of House and Harpenow not fooled at all by Fishman coming all the way inside. Orion again leading by 3. Ooh, going at the far sideline, wrist away. Good looking serve, but he misses it wide. LVC takes the point, 21-23 now, with Smith serving back to the back row for the setter. Really good pass by Ratty. House one-on-one down the line, and a beautiful wrist away put away by number 18 in black to bring up set point for Team Pineapple. 3 of them coming up, 24-21. We, of course, play best 3 out of 5 sets to 25 points. You must win by 2. So in order to force extra points, LVC is going to need 3 here. A side out followed by 2 points on serve. Otherwise, Team Pineapple is going to get on the board first in match number 1 of the weekend. Good float serve by House, handled by Nardoni. This is Fishman on the right side! And an absolute clamp by Kyle Ratty to put an exclamation point on set number 1 with a gigantic stuff block. Wow, that one's going on the highlight reel. And set number 1 comes to an emphatic end with Team Pineapple taking it 25-21, the final score. Teams will change sides, and we will be right back with set number 2. This match far from over. Don't go anywhere. Awesome set number 1 there between Team Pineapple and Team LVC. 25-21, the final score. Team Pineapple with the lead. Fiducia, the setter for Team Pineapple, will start us off here in set number 2 on the far side of your screen. Nice pass by Evans. Cardi into the block. Forces it through right on the sideline on the Team Pineapple side. And we saw a lot of middle attack with Smith and Hoosman, not as much between Smith and Cardi. So we'll see if Christian Smith here serving number 2 in white gets Ryan Cardi a little more involved in the offense. Nice flat float serve working on Bruno. Barely kept alive. Tapped over. Free ball here for Team LVC. Fishman on the left side, high into the hands of Bruno and down on the Pineapple side. And another really, really smart swing by number 6 in white, Andrew Fishman. Only about 6'2", but also an excellent career at SUNY New Paltz. A first-team All-American in 2016 on his way to a national championship in Division III for his team. Smith again, the National Player of the Year that same year with the jump serve, or float serve, excuse me, and a really nice reaching set by Pasquale Fiducia, setting up Orion, who puts it down around a single block. Bruno on the far side, number 12 in black for Indiana, a lethal jump server like we saw in set number 1. Handled well by Fishman. On the right side, he'll get this ball in rotation 1, higher over the top of the block. Can somebody run this down? No, not quite, off the dig of Fiducia. And like I said in the last set, both these teams' ability to side out of rotation 1 is going to be a storyline throughout the weekend. And Fishman here serving for LVC is going to be a big part of that for them in the L1 spot. He's the guy who hits on the right side in that rotation. That jump serve misses just long. Orion again, number 7 in black on the far side, 25-year-old middle out of Milwaukee, played at Cardinal Stritch. Good jump serve, barely handled by Nardoni. This is going to be free out of the back row, and a really nice off-speed shot. Man, that was awesome. Thumb up, zone 2 to zone 2. Off blocker Fiducia, not ready for that one. And a really nice piece of range by number 15 in white, Jordan Veree, normally just a bomber. Developing a little off-speed game in his age at 32. Good jump serve that time by Cardi, and it's going to be an ace as that ball hits the part of the net outside the antenna and immediately out of bounds. And the middle blocker out of Syracuse with his first ace of the weekend. That time handled really well by Ratty. Harper now out of the middle, tipped and handled by Fishman. Evans absolutely destroyed down the line. What a bomb by number 25 in white. Just jumping right out of the gym at only 6'1". I don't know, maybe if you look carefully on the floorboards on the other side, you might be able to see National Player of the Year stamped in the floor where that ball made impact. Evans, like I said, the Division III Player of the Year in 2015. Right on the net, one-handed set by Fiducia, and a brilliant feed to Harpenow in the front row. Really nice play by number 14 in black that time. Three serving 6, an early lead here for Team LVC. Nice hand pass by Fishman. There's Hoosman again on that unconventional approach path, but a nice block touch by Harpenow, keeps it alive. But Bruno unable to send it over, and that is an impressively quick adjustment by middle blocker Matt Harpenow to that crazy approach path by Chris Hoosman, something that almost no middle blocker will ever really see conventionally. Team Pineapple, a classically mature and high IQ team, making that adjustment really quickly. Oh, look at the pipe attack to Bruno that time. That is just as good as it gets offensively. Beautiful set choice by Fiducia, and you saw the blocker Chris Hoosman for LVC jump up with the middle, and right as he's falling down to the floor, here comes Bruno barreling in out of the back row to put that ball away. It's just awesome offense facilitated by Fiducia and Team Pineapple. Vuri out of the back row, dug the line, dug by Meyer. Right on the net, Fiducia into the block is covered. Bruno into the block, and it rattles to the floor on the LVC side, and a really nice play by number 16 in green, J.J. Meyer that time. Libero out of IPFW. Handling the heat from Jordan Vuri down the line. It turns into a point for Team Pineapple. That's a huge play. Ratty that time going for the short serve, but a little bit too short. Evans to the back row now serving, going for the float serve. Beautiful platform pass by Ratty. Harpenau, a one-handed block by Hoosman keeps it alive. And an excellent read by Hoosman again. Two nice blocking plays in a row, and the second one ends up as a stuff block on the setter dump attempt by Fiducia. That is outstanding work by number 14 in white in the middle blocker spot. 9 serving 5, the LVC lead. Little hybrid serve that time from Evans. Oh, beautiful tempo of that set by Fiducia to Bruno on the outside. And he tools the block of Christian Smith. Both of these setters are just so much fun to watch. Tremendous athletes, phenomenal hands, great brains and minds for the game of volleyball, and they run their offenses really fast to those pins. Just out of bounds that time on the jump serve, well watched by Fishman. Hoosman with the jump serve for Team LVC. Nice arm. That's going to be an ace off the kind of chicken wing of Meyer. A beautiful rip by number 14 in white, who, as many middle blockers will tell you, he has his fingerprints all over this match so far, and that is not a thing that you can usually say about a middle. Sometimes their influence over a match is limited, but Hoosman is a phenomenal of an athlete as he is, getting involved offensively, blocking, and serving. Another good serve that time, working for the far sideline and misses it wide. This is Fiducia back to the back row, serving in rotation 1 for Team Pineapple. Float serve working on Nardoni, perfect pass. Vuri out of the back row, into the block is covered, and the pancake play can't quite be made. That ball down on the LVC side, and the block is good. And I'll talk about all weekend long how just crazy Jordan Vuri's footwork is. You see him when he's on the right side. Here in the back row, going to be hitting a lot of D-balls in these rotations. Let's see if he goes there again. No, this time it's Fishman. High into the hands, and a brilliant diving play by Ratty. This ball's still alive. Free ball sent over by Meyer. Oh, my goodness, what a block by Bruno. And once again, Vuri out of the back row. This time he is absolutely clamped by Bruno. Oh, man, a couple of absolute highlight reel blocks by Team Pineapple here. But to finish that thought about Vuri's footwork, when he's on the right side, he does the unconventional footwork, and we call it goofy-footed, where his right foot is his last step. Oh, there's the big attack for Team LVC, but Doug kept alive. Going to be sent over here by Meyer again. Where does Smith go with the free ball? Cardi out of the middle, that time through the block of Orion and put it away. But Vuri, anyway, goofy-footed when he hits on the right side, but conventional-footed when he hits on the left or when he jump serves. He's the only player I've ever seen who switches his footwork based on where he is on the court. Just something I've never seen before. Very interesting as he's able to open his shoulders like that with his footwork on the right side. Good float serve by Smith, handled by Meyer. This is Bruno on the right side, rotation 1. And off the block of Fishman, now to play. Bruno, an absolute baller. I had him on my podcast, The Deep Corner, last year in the middle of quarantine. And he tried to count all the different countries he's played professional volleyball in. And I'm not sure if we were able to really compile that list. Definitely a double-digit number. Bruno has played all over the world, from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Nice roll shot by Ratty, and Cardi can't pick it up. Excellent off-speed, out-of-system choice by number 13 in black. Kyle Ratty, not just a big bomber at 6'8", has excellent touch and ball control skill. Plays a lot of outdoor, beach and grass. Bruno again from the service line. 11 serving 12. Team Pineapple has brought this one all the way back. Off the tape, handled easily by Evans. Cardi into the block, and 3 blockers there again for Team Pineapples. They have a chance here in transition. House dug by Smith. This is Evans out of the back row. Touched and dug by Bruno. Ratty against 2 blockers, misses it short into the net, trying to slice it off pretty sharp cross court. And an important point there for Team LVC is some momentum was starting to slip away onto the Team Pineapple side. Fishman serving here for Team LVC. Got a good jump serve, but he's missed a few long already this match. Rotation 2 for Team Pineapple. Perfect pass by Bruno. House rolled over the block, kept alive by Fishman. Nice set by Evans all the way to Varie on the right side. Dug in the back row by Bruno. Ratty sharp cross court, and Evans in the off blocker spot can't quite make the defensive play. Nice play by Team Pineapple that time. As Orion will be the server, down by 1, 12-13. That's a really good serve. An overpass. Harpenow dug off the tape by Evans. Big chance here for LVC. And a beautiful roll shot by Evans. What an outstanding off-speed choice. Right into the fingertips of Gary House and into the antenna and out of play. And that's a huge break for LVC, getting away with that overpass. Their lead back up to 2, 14-12. Cardi with the serve. Had an ace last time around. That serve clips the tape, and it falls short. Bruno can't quite get there. And a lucky break for LVC again, as the tape took all the heat off of that serve from Cardi. Cardi heard me. He's back for more aces. Give me another one, Cardi. Come on. Let's see if lightning strikes twice. Much more conventional serve that time, handled by Myers. This will be Bruno out of system, out of the back row, rolled over the top, dug by Smith. Koosman to Evans on the left side, but missed short into the net. A little bit out of system. And a really smart choice by Bruno that time, knowing that that far out of system, he's probably not going to be able to terminate that ball. But what he can do is give the ball to the opposing setter to take him out of the play, make him take the first contact, and take the LVC offense out of system. That's a really smart veteran play. Look how fast that set was. That was Koosman on the left side. This is Evans out of system into the triple block and stuffed by Ratty. What a dig down the line. I think that was Gary Housen right back. And a crazy offense that time by LVC. In rotation 3, Smith leaving Koosman on the left, giving him that shoot set, who smoked it down the line but kept alive. Pineapple walks away with the point. That was crazy. That's a really good swing from Varie, just when he needed, keeping the ball nice and high into the high part of the block. And it ricochets out of the reach of Team Pineapple. Jordan Varie with a 2-point lead, 16-14, looking to do some damage from the service line. Really nice pass by Ratty. Oh, but the connection not quite there between Fiducia and Harpenow. And Ratty can't quite send it over. That's a break for Team LVC. They now lead by 3, 17-14. Fiducia in the front row here. He could have dumped that ball if he wanted to, but he got up high and tried to set one of his guys. Another good serve by Varie. This is way out of system, coming to House out of the back row. Into the block of Koosman, but kept alive. Right on the net, set to Smith. Joust won by Smith. Koosman, a net violation committed there by somebody, and it was Team Pineapple in the net on the far side. So LVC is going to take that point again. I think that was the right call. I think Ratty, with either his side or his shoulder or something, into the bottom of the net. And a crazy net exchange there. Leads to an LVC point. They lead by 4, 18-14, well on their way to equalizing this match at 1-1. But Team Pineapple not going to go down without a fight here. Another nice serve, handled really well by Bruno. Bruno out of the pipe. Cross body, and a really nice read by Bruno, number 12 in black. Varie can't make the defensive play, and a big play for Team Pineapple there, getting out of that rotation. Bruno saw the one blocker, Chris Koosman, jump to his left. Bruno then cross body. No blocker there to stop him. Evans dug by Ratty. Fiducia, the front row setter, is blocked but kept alive on the Team Pineapple side. Rolled over the top, kept alive by Evans. Can he get out there and set the ball? This is Fishman out of the back row. And a back row attack violation going to be called as Fishman stepped on the 3-meter line as he jumped to attack that ball. So when you're a back row player in the rotation like Fishman is right now, like Vary is right now, you can still jump and attack the ball, but both of your feet have to leave from behind that 3-meter line. And well watched by our official that time. Did Evans get the touch down the line that time on the left side? No, I don't think so. No touches called. And Team Pineapple clawing right back into this thing, just like I was saying, now 17-18. I'm going to force an LVC timeout. Clinging to a 1-point lead, but momentum starting to shift to the home team in green and black. We'll be right back with the conclusion of set number 2. Don't go anywhere. Kyle Ratty, number 13 in black, serving out of the timeout for Team Pineapple, 17-18. Big swing for Vary, higher out of the back row, and he's rejected again. Bruno and Harpenau all over Vary right now, and a great matchup that we were looking forward to, like Vince was saying in the chat earlier, Vary versus Bruno. Bruno definitely winning that one-on-one battle so far. We are all tied up at 18. That 4-point lead that LVC had has evaporated. Hoosman crushed out of the middle right on the end line. Really nice swing by number 14 in white over blockers. Pineapple adjusting really quickly to the fact that Smith and Hoosman have great chemistry, and Smith loves to set the middle when Hoosman's up there. But Hoosman's so athletic that he's able to go over the top of the block and still hit the court. House out of the back row, and a really nice swing by Gary House down the line out of the reach of a diving Kevin Nardoni. And I just love an opposite who's comfortable hitting the ball, a right-handed opposite comfortable hitting the ball down the line. Not the case with every right-handed player by any means, letting the ball go all the way across the shoulder like that. Nice serve by Harpenau, handled beautifully by Nardoni. Fishman cross-court, dug by Harpenau, but overpassed. One-handed set from Smith to Hoosman. What even happened there? That was amazing. A brilliant play by the front row setter Smith to take that ball off the plane of the net and feed the quick ball to Hoosman, a fellow front row player. Bruno on the Pineapple side asking for a rules clarification right now. But from my eyes, that was a legal play. And an awesome saving play by Christian Smith. Giving his team a lead once again. Now Hoosman with the serve. Really good pass by Meyer. House out of the back row again. Dug by a diving Vary. Big chance here for Fishman. Can he keep it in play? Bruno high into the hands, and he puts it away. And good call by our officials there to let that play continue. Fishman's momentum carried him into the net, into the kind of the pole, the upright, but outside the net it is legal to touch that. So they let the play go, and Bruno eventually registers the kill off the hands. We're tied up at 20. Cardi into the block and just out of bounds. Lucky break for LVC as that kind of pinballed between Orion's arms and landed just wide of the sideline. LVC back up by 1. Christian Smith, the former Division III National Player of the Year. 2 D3 National Players of the Year on the court for LVC right now. Float serve and working on Meyer. Beautiful pass. Bruno cross court. He missed it out of bounds. No touch, and a huge missed opportunity against the solo block. An uncharacteristic miss by Bruno that time, trying to tag the sideline sharp cross court. Big break for Team LVC as they now lead by 2, 22-20. Nice pass by Ratty. Orion out of the middle is dug by Evans. Varee with absolutely no transition, just has to roll it over. Free ball opportunity here for Fiducia and Pineapple. Off the block, dug by Evans is Bruno. Again, Varee with no transition. House left-handed straight to the floor. What a crazy athletic play by number 18 in black. And Smith with two really good sets to the right side, but Varee not ready for either of them. The LVC offense just not quite on the same page, unable to take advantage of those transition opportunities, and Pineapple hangs around and takes an all-important point there. They trail by one, 21-22, with a dangerous server in Bruno back to the line. Ace serve right on cue. Unbelievable work by Bruno, totally splitting the seam between Nardoni and Fishman. 22 apiece, and this is exactly the matchup that Team Pineapple is trying to exploit. A dangerous server, Bruno, against a weak rotation. Rotation 1 for Team LVC, exactly the matchup that Indiana's been looking for. Can Bruno break the tie? Nardoni barely keeps it alive, kept alive by Smith. Fishman can have a swing at this, and he misses it out of bounds down the line, a little too much wrist away. And the service pressure of Bruno has given Team Pineapple a late lead here, and a smart timeout called by Team LVC captain Chris Hosley. They trail 23-22. This would be a huge turnaround if Team Pineapple can come back and steal this set. LVC's led the whole time, but Pineapple took the first, 25-21. We will see how it ends in just a minute. Absolutely crucial point here out of the timeout. Can Bruno serve this ball in and put the pressure on? Team Pineapple leads by one. Good serve working on Fishman. This is all the way to the outside to Varee. Into the block and covered. Fishman on the right side. Got to have this one. High into the hands, kept alive. This will be Meyer out of system to Ratty. Cross court, and he gets away with it through the block of LVC and down on the New York side. And set point coming up for Team Pineapple. They came all the way back from 18-14. A 10-4 run. And now Bruno with the honors on set point, looking to serve it out in style. An amazing turnaround from Indiana. Good pass by Evans. Varee into the block, kept alive by a diving Bruno. Ratty for the set. Dug by Nardoni. Nice swing by Varee that time, high into the hands and out of play. Just what LVC needed, and this is still not over yet. Fishman serving. Down by one. Only 1 point on serve LVC needs to force extra points. But another set point here for Team Pineapple if they can just grab a side out of rotation 3. House, Orion, and Ratty, the front row hitters, with Bruno in the back row. Good serve by Fishman. Out of system chance there into the block of Carty, but covered. House way out of system. LVC's got to have this play. Evans out of system, rolled into the block of Orion and stuffed straight down. Team Pineapple takes it for the second set in a row on a stuff block. And a crazy turnaround as Team Pineapple steals set number 2. 25-23 the final score. A commanding 2-0 lead for Team Pineapple. We will see if LVC goes to the bench after the side change. Much more volleyball coming your way. Don't go anywhere.
You do live stream? You got any website or card that we can watch it on?
It's on our YouTube channel.
Where is it right now?
Let me see.
He said he is. I'm trying to get to him right now.
Yeah, that's the same here. Oh, he's getting it right now. I'll send a picture of it. They were on the right place.
Awesome. Great. Want to hop on the mic for a second?
Sure.
Sweet.
Can't sit down though.
Yeah, no worries.
Back is jacked.
Whoop. All right, some cables, some tangled mess of cables sorted out. Mr. Lloyd Ball joining me. Dude, we did it. We pulled it off. We're here. We're playing volleyball. How awesome is this to just look at your guys out on the court right now?
Yeah, super excited. One, it gives me a great sense of pride to know that the VLA board got their stuff together to actually pull this event off during COVID. Two, to see an unbelievable high level of volleyball. You know, these guys, LVC, Team Pineapple, do the best they can to train together. But it's hard between COVID, between families, between work, and to see how well they're executing already the very first match is something impressive. It's awesome to watch all these young student athletes go by who are competing here at the Fort Wayne MLK Challenge and see this kind of level, this kind of intensity, the quickness, the power of the game. It's a really, really, really great start to 2021 season.
I totally agree. I'm blown away by the levels so far. I expected a little bit of rust, a little bit of guys getting familiar with one another, but that really hasn't been the case. These guys look like they've been playing with each other for years, and in many cases that is true.
Yeah, but I think that's also a testament to how good these guys are. Listen, if you take a group of guys or girls that are good volleyball players, you should be able to put them together, and it shouldn't look bad, you know? And so the fact that they get to practice together, yes or no, doesn't really matter so much, but just each one of these guys could play overseas. Each one of these guys had a great college career. You put them together, and you're going to see great things like we're seeing right now, Rob.
Couldn't agree more. I'm super excited for set 3 and the rest of the day's matches. We'll see you more this weekend, LB. Thanks, man.
All right, thanks, Rob.
The legendary Lloyd Ball joining me on the mic. Huge thanks to Lloyd. He's such a big part of putting this whole event together all weekend. I had him on my podcast, The Deep Corner, earlier this week, which I strongly encourage everyone to go check out on our YouTube channel, on Spotify, wherever you get podcasts. Talking about what it took to pull this event off, talking about his team Pineapple, talking about the rivalry between LVC. Lloyd Ball obviously wearing an Olympic gold medal around his neck, and a voice that carries a lot of weight in the American volleyball world. So we are super appreciative for all the work he's done for this event, for the VLA at large. And that guy deserves a lot of the credit for the volleyball that you're seeing right now. For anyone tuning in on Instagram Live, we are about to shut down the Instagram live stream. Tune into us on YouTube. We are still going live on YouTube. We'll be live for the rest of the day. So Instagram signing off. We'll see you guys later on that platform. YouTube viewers, thanks for staying with us. Set number 3 coming your way. Pineapple leads 2-0 after totally stealing set number 2 in awesome fashion. And a couple substitutions for Team Pineapple right away. LVC starting off with a beautiful stuff block against Bruno, and that's Bruno in the opposite position. So number 12 in black has moved from the outside to the right side in a position where he spent a lot of his professional career, and now number 99 in black, Tony Price. Local kid out of IPFW, great college career in as an outside hitter. And a beautiful pass by Price to start it all off. Ratty high into the hands, covered by Fiducia. Ratty again, cross court dug by Nardone. Nice diving play by Smith. Evans cross court dug by Ratty again. A lot of guys flying all over the place playing defense here. Did Ratty get the touch off the block? None detected. And an excellent play by Team LVC there. Kevin Nardone, the libero, and Christian Smith, the setter, diving outside the court to keep that ball alive. And a substitution in here, Gary House now replaces Bruno. So Bruno at the opposite only for the first 2 points. Now Gary House back to his spot where he started the match. Has played pretty well so far. We'll see if Bruno goes back in for Price later, if that's more of a permanent thing for this set. Fishman working out of the jump serve spot, working on Price again. Ratty is rejected by Cardi. And a quick start here by LVC, up 3-0 early on here, set number 3. Just what the doctor ordered. For the boys in white and pink on the far side of your screen from New York. House way out of system, over the top of the block and out of bounds. And another big play for LVC, extending the lead to 4-0. You would think that Team Pineapple, after walking away with a 2-0 lead, would have all the momentum in the world. But it looks like LVC, at least early on here in set number 3, who's more comfortable in this matchup right now. This is Meyer, the offsetter, setting to Ratty, and an outstanding swing by number 13 in black. Just amazing high contact and range. Sharp cross court around a pretty big block. Libero Kevin Nardone can't quite make the play. Rotation 2 here, receive for LVC. Cardi into the block. Tried to be scooped up by Orion, but a double contact correctly called that time. Cardi, the middle blocker, serving for LVC. Had 2 aces in the last set, 1 lucky one off the tape. Will serve and play some left back defense. Just out of bounds by Cardi. Ratty here from Team Pineapple definitely has the jump serve in his arsenal. Been going for the float so far. Trailing by 3. Going to still be the float serve for Ratty. Not a very good hand pass by Fishman, but Hoosman out of the middle with an excellent put away and a beautiful delivery by Christian Smith, his longtime high school and college teammate. Like Lloyd Ball said in between sets, it's a testament to how good these guys are, that they can hop on the court after not really playing together before. As Orion terminates out of the middle that time, they can hop on the court without really playing that much together before, or at the very least recently, and deliver a product of this high of a level in the first match of the weekend. I'm blown away by how good this volleyball looks so far. But there is a difference with the guys like Smith and Hoosman who've been playing together for just so long. You can tell that little bit more chemistry makes a difference for those guys. You can just tell by the way that they play together and that they interact offensively. The connection that they have that goes back so many years. Trading service errors here between the two teams. There's Gary House back to the service line for Team Pineapple. Sticking with the float serve. He's also got the jump spin in the bag, but opting to be conservative here. This is Varee out of the right side. Price, first swing of the match, high off the hands and kept alive. And dumped straight to the floor by Christian Smith. Really nice play. LVC's offense looked a little bit confused on that first side out attempt because I think Hoosman was standing on the right side expecting to get set a quick ball, but the ball ended up going to Varee out of the back row. But then in transition off a nice block touch, Smith, the front row setter, throws it down on 2. Nice pass by Price. And the return setter dump barely kept alive and sent over as a free ball by LVC. Look at the tempo of that set by Fiducia to Price, and he bombs it down the line out of the reach of Varee. Some really nice defense so far being played by both teams. Varee with a really nice read on the setter dump of Fiducia earlier in that play. But eventually Price terminates down the line, and Price likes the fastest set that Fiducia can possibly give him. You'll see that all weekend long. Good serve by Price working on Evans. Varee out of the right side, dug by Price. Ratty with some transition, rolls it to Evans in the back row. Where does Smith go here? It's Fishman on the left. Threw a seam in the block off of Price and out of play. And the lead back up to 4 for Team LVC, 9-5. A lead that they maintained through most of set 2, but let slip away at the end as Team Pineapple stole it from them. Oh, another joust, this time won by Team LVC. And some good sportsmanship between Cardi and Fiducia, giving each other a high five after that play. Both guys very physical at the point of attack there at the net. Both capable of winning those jousts. Cardi getting the better of it that time. Smith working down on Ratty down the line with the float serve. This will be Ratty way out of system against 2 blockers. And somehow sneaks it through the block of Cardi and down. question in the chat: how many players are on LVC's roster this weekend? They have 11 guys on the roster, while Team Pineapple only has 8 or 9. So a little bit less options, but they're definitely going to use all of them. Both teams will. Right down the line by Fishman on the right side in rotation 1. That is a really nice swing by number 6 in white, and I talked about how big of a part he is going to be of Team LVC siding out of rotation 1. Fishman back to serve after that put away. Price out of the back row. What a great set by Fiducia. Just beautiful offense by Team Pineapple that time. I just love watching that pipe or bick attack, that middle back row quick run at the highest level like this. Just beautiful to watch. Just kind of pioneered by Brazil and the American national teams over the past 10 or 15 years. And now you just cannot be a high-level men's team without that as part of your offense. Nice opportunity here for Ratty, who puts it away in transition off the block and down on the LVC side. And the deficit back to 3 for Team Pineapple. Fiducia again with a very nice flat float serve, working on Evans down the line. Barely keeps it alive. This is Vary on the right side, and a really nice use into the block of Ratty and out of play. Jordan Vary hasn't had a whole ton of success so far, just hitting the ball hard. He's gotten stuff blocked a few times, but when he has broken out the off-speed shots, he's had a ton of success. Nice blocking move by Vary and Hoosman, shutting down Orion, but covered on the Team Pineapple side. Ratty on the right side is Doug. Vary with a good chance here, high into the hands, covered by Hoosman. Vary again, this time through a seam. Nice quick tempo ball by Smith. And really important for Christian Smith to keep Jordan Vary in a nice rhythm as a point scorer on that right side for Team LVC. Nice set that time in transition. A timeout going to be called here by Lloyd Ball and Team Pineapple as they trail by 5. Want to take the timeout to make sure that we thank, as the VLA, thank our corporate partners, Mikasa, our official ball sponsor, Smack Sportswear, our official uniform supplier. Both the teams looking amazing in the Smack uniforms this weekend. And to LJ's Discount Medical, our official supplier of sanitizing and antibacterial COVID protection. Very important during these times, obviously. Lauren Gebert, a Team Pineapple legend, running that company and hooking the league and this whole tournament up with the chemical and other supplies to keep the event running safely. So we really appreciate the support of all 3 of those corporations, including Swish Live, our live streaming platform. The app that we're using right now to stream this on YouTube is literally just a smartphone. This is an iPhone camera that you're looking right now, and it looks so good. Got the scoreboard overlay, integrates directly with our YouTube channel. It's just been a blast, a breeze to stream all our stuff with Swish Live. So we thank them very much as well for their support of the VLA. Cardi out of the timeout with a 5-point lead. LVC absolutely needs this set as Cardi misses that serve. Not maybe just for this match, but for the whole weekend. Team Pineapple so classically great at coming back from deficits and never being written off in the late stages of sets. Is a beautiful block that time from Orion and Price, shutting down Vary. Excellent timeout from Team Pineapple, generating 2 points right away. That serve missed just out of bounds by Kyle Ratty. See if Vary can get himself back into a rhythm from the service line here, something that many big jump servers can do, and right on cue. An absolute hammer of an ace serve by Vary. Nothing J.J. Meyer could do to get his platform around that one. And the lead back up to 5 for New York on the far side of your screen. such a thing for some jump servers, like I was just saying. Serving, the only what we call closed chain skill in all of volleyball. The only one that you yourself has control over from start to finish. What a dig by Orion. And then an on-2 run there. No replay was called. I thought there may have been a volleyball on the court there. But no whistle, so the guys keep playing. Actually, kind of a wacky sequence. But anyway, yeah, serving, the only closed chain skill is volleyball. In volleyball, that you yourself, the server, has control over from start to finish. You control the toss, your footwork, your contact, your swing. And a lot of guys, especially big jump servers like Jordan Varee, can create their own momentum that transfers over to the rest of their game from the way that they jump serve. And right on cue, Jordan not having the most efficient match attacking the ball so far, but an area that he can completely control is the way he serves. So that ace there that he got before could be huge for his momentum throughout the match. And a really weird point there that Fiducia of Team Pineapple is talking about with our up official. No replay going to be called. That is a Team Pineapple, or sorry, that is a Team LVC point. 16-10, the score now in favor of the Flamingos. Another bomb of a serve and into the ceiling and out of play. The ceiling is out of bounds immediately using international rules here in the VLA. And that pass actually may have been pretty good, but these ceilings are awfully high. That just speaks to how hard Varee is hitting it from the service line, and talk about creating your own momentum. Jordan really going after it right now. That ball again barely kept alive. Sent over as a free ball by Meyer. Does Smith set Varee? No, Evans down cross court through the block of House and down. And now LVC absolutely rolling, starting from heat from the service line from Jordan Varee. And transition offense firing on all cylinders. This is just what the guys from New York needed after going down 2-0. Finally, the run is over on the Jordan Varee service error, but the damage was definitely done. A 7-point deficit for Connor Orion and Team Pineapple. As at this point, Orion probably going to go for this. No reason why not, if you ask me. He does, and he misses it short into the net. That's okay, though. Really no harm done, to be honest. Evans continuing with the float serve, working on Ratty. Perfect pass. House on the right side, over the top of the block, touched by Fishman, dug by Evans. Fishman in transition into the block, and he's rejected by House and Harpenau. Man, how good of a name is House for a volleyball player that does a lot of blocking? That's just so perfect. House now back to the service line, continuing to be conservative with the float serve, just trying to target the right guys. Working on Evans that time. This is Fishman through the block of Harpenau, beats a seam, and scores for Team LVC. Hoosman has been quiet lately, at least offensively, trying to do some damage here, serving a really good pass by Meyer. Price again, nice fast tempo ball down the line, off the block of Smith and out of bounds. And another just beautiful delivery from Pasquale Fiducia, now with his mentor Lloyd Ball here on the sidelines. I know Lloyd just will sing Fiducia's praises. Just loves the offense that he runs on Team Pineapple nowadays. Fishman again, really nice dig by Meyer. Perfect opportunity here for Team Pineapple. But House can't quite take advantage. Pretty good looking block set up by LVC there. House looking to go too sharp cross court, misses it into the top tape out of the back row. So the score now 21-13 in favor of LVC. It would take a miracle for Pineapple to come back in this one. We might be looking at 4 sets here. Overpass, but what a play by Fiducia, front row setter. I talked about what an athlete he is. Don't be fooled by the fact that he's only 6'2" on the roster. He got up and took that ball right off the top of the antenna and threw it straight to the floor on the LVC side. Must be nice to have that window of forgiveness when you're passing for a setter. Not a good serve at all that time by Harpenau, missing it short. Fishman, after getting out of rotation 1 the easy way, going to go back to serve here for LVC. Working on Meyer again, and another good pass. Ratty over the top of the block and no touch. Not really good hand contact that time. Connection just not quite there, and now 23-14. LVC with all the momentum in the world as they have been dominant here in set number 3. And I'm a little bit surprised that Pineapple opted to take Bruno off the floor. I feel like that's a guy as veteran skill and experience as he has, not just a guy you want to take off the floor. What a rip by Vary that time, right through the arms of Ratty and straight to the floor. And that's going to bring up set point 24-14. Just a dominant performance here by LVC. We will see in set number 4 when we do indeed get there, if we see Bruno once again for Team Pineapple. What's Fishman got here on set point for LVC? Cuts it short, barely kept alive by the pancake play by Ratty. No double contact called. Free ball here for LVC. Vary for the set, and Price can't quite keep it in play, and that will do it. 25-14. Man, what a dominant performance. You would have no idea, based on that set alone, that LVC was previously down 2-0 in the match. But we are going to set 4. Team Pineapple still leads the match 2-1. We will be right back with more VLA regular season volleyball. Don't go anywhere.
Set number 4 about to get underway between Team LVC and Team Pineapple here on court 31. If you're not doing anything, come check it out. Can LVC push this match to 5? We will see.
Set number 4 coming your way. Live from the MLK Challenge Grand Wayne Convention Center in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm Rob St. Clair once again. Thanks for joining us live on YouTube at the Volleyball League of America. First match of the 2021 season, first match of 3 on the weekend. Team Pineapple leads 2-1, and Bruno Amorim da Silva, the Brazilian all-star, still on the bench. We'll see if that changes if LVC gets another lead here. Beautiful Bick attack to Evans, but what a play, what a lucky play that time. An outstanding blocking read by Connor Orion. Stuffed Evans, but Evans somehow covered himself with his elbow or something. It goes over the net on one and falls on the Team Pineapple side. Just a crazy point that I can't wait to go back and watch later. Star setter Christian Smith serving for LVC. There's the pipe attack right back, but a nice defensive play by Smith, set by Nardone to Fishman, and a nice play by Gary House to keep it alive. Free ball LVC. Varee into the block, deflected out of play, and LVC a quick 2-0 lead here in set number 4. Smith, like I mentioned earlier, former Division III NCAA National Player of the Year in 2016. Really nice float serve. Orion out of the middle, that out of bounds, no touch detected. Had all the room in the world to cut that back across his body, but tried to tag the deep left back corner. And missed it just out of bounds. Big shout outs to Dan Palakowski, by the way, all the way from Denmark, provided me with some stats. At this point in the match, Kyle Ratty, 9 kills, leading the way for Team Pineapple. Nice swing by House that time off the block, down the line out of play. Jordan Varee leading Team LVC with 10 kills. Varee with 6.5 points total in set number 3 alone. That was when he went on that tear from the service line. LVC leads the match in aces 5 to Team Pineapple's 3. Ratty serving here, working on Fishman, rotation 1. Back to Fishman on the right side again, and he's rejected. Wait a minute, that ball's kept alive. Off the foot somehow, sent over as a free ball. And an overpass mistake there. Now LVC has a chance to win this ball. Varee high off the hands, kept alive by Fishman. What a play we have developing here. Varee again through the block. And a net violation by Team Pineapple. What a crazy play. Tony Price was celebrating, a one-on-one stuff block on Andrew Fishman, but it was either Nardone or Fishman. I'm not sure. Somebody kicked that ball and kept it alive. And LVC walks away with the point. That was a crazy play. They lead 4-1. Not a good service there that time by Fishman, but a pretty cool play preceding that. I'm really starting to feel like these guys are settling into the flow of high-level volleyball. They're seeing the block. They're making good offensive choices. They're hitting high and hard. And the guys defensively are knowing where to be to pick up those touches. A lot of high-level, mature volleyball stuff happening here. That time, Price can't quite make the defensive play off of Dave Evans' sharp cross court on LVC's left side. Evans at only 6'1", former absolute all-star at Stevens Institute in New Jersey. Jumps and hits the ball with the best of them. Cardia with the jump serve, working on Ratty. This is House way out of system on the right side, over the top of the block and dug by Fishman. Beautiful one-handed set by Smith to Hoosman, who taps us to the floor left-handed. What a play by LVC. And a nice dig by Andrew Fishman to start it all off. Can't say enough about how athletic Christian Smith is. He's a back row setter there. He has no chance to dump that ball over. He has no choice but to set somebody, and he does with one hand. Oh, big attack to Ratty, kept alive. One-handed diving play by Fishman. Cardi will send it over as a free ball. Where does Fiducia go here? Harpenow, dug by Fishman again. And Hoosman through the block, kept alive. Ratty, can he get it over? Yes, he can, off the tape. Look at that play by LVC. You've got to be kidding me. The fastest give and go you will probably ever see. What even was that? Hoosman handles that ball off the tape, barely even touches it. Smith barely even touches it, and Hoosman just destroys it cross-body. My goodness, what a play, and a no-brainer, a timeout from Team Pineapple that time. Man, just some ridiculous highlight reel stuff happening all through this match, but already in set number 4. Oh, man. Just as a fan, this is a blast to watch, man. I'm so glad you guys are all tuning in on YouTube to catch this brilliant volleyball these two teams are playing. We as a league are going to have our work cut out for us cutting highlight reels from these matches. Volleyball, such a sport based on momentum. Everybody feels momentum. It ebbs, it flows. It's dominated by a team until the other team steals it away. I think we all know and would agree right now that Team LVC firmly has control of the momentum of this match. They lead 7-2 out of the timeout in set number 4. Howson, really good block touch, kept alive by Smith. Ooh, a ball handling error going to be called here by our official, a lift, as Cardi held onto that ball for a little bit too long. I actually agree with the call. Called a lift. That was a lot more of a beach-looking set, little deep dish action from Cardi that time. I like referees being a little bit more strict on what ball handling we're able to get away with. Oh, nice set from Fiducia again, but the connection not quite there between him and Harpenow, and the ball falls harmlessly on the Team Pineapple side. Ball handling, like errors and violations, have been a topic of conversation at the high levels the last couple years. NCAA women in particular have said that they're going to let pretty much everything go. I'm kind of a fan of it being a little bit more strict. I think that we should be making these guys really handle the ball well. Speaking of well-handled balls, that was a brilliant set from Fiducia against the grain, flicking it outside quickly to Tony Price, who just detonates on it one-on-one. Price has looked really good so far since coming in set number 3 for Bruno. Has handled passing the ball well and has a very good jump serve, working on Fishman that time. 3 out of the back row. Did he get a touch? Yep, kept alive by Price. Blocked by Hoosman, but kept alive. Ratty on the left side. Sharp cross court dug by Nardone. What a set from Vary! Oh, you've got to be kidding me. What a play that is! No way! Jordan Vary from 50 feet away. You could read the Mikasa on that ball the entire way across the net. And Evans hammered it through a seam. That was insane. Oh, my goodness. What a play by Team LVC. Talk about momentum, man. 9-4. Oh, a really good shot. That ball's down. Yeah, good call. Stuff blocked by Harpenow anyway. That ball was down and a nice shot. Kind of off speed by Gary House down the line. Man, I cannot get over that play, that Jordan Vary set to Dave Evans. That's, man, you're going to see that all over the internet over the next couple weeks. That serve by Harpenow sprayed out of bounds that time. This is Hoosman, a very good jump server. Not great hand contact on that one, though, and he misses it out of bounds. Fiducia against LVC's rotation 6. Vary, a big option out of the back row here. And a stray volleyball on the court is going to cause a replay. Fiducia again. Smith with Fishman and Cardi in the front row. Cardi on the 31, a really good swing high off the hands. And just a terrific delivery and a great offense run by Christian Smith so far. I'm really impressed with the way he's spacing the offense with the middles. 31, right on him on the one ball, even setting Hoosman at both pins. A lot of creativity going on here in the LVC offense, and that speaks to the level of chemistry they have. As another lucky ace by LVC, this time it's Smith with the one that dribbles over the tape. And I heard Chris Hosley say on the bench, way to use the equipment. Oh, a beautiful set by Fiducia. What a dig by Smith. Evans out of the back row into the block of Orion. Nice touch, keeping it alive. House on the left side again. Cross court dug, stabbed at by Nardone. But then finally put away by House off the block of Vary and out of play. Man, that was just the Gary House show on the Team Pineapple side, and he finally walks away with the point. The score 7-12. Pineapple trails by 5. Husman now in the middle for LVC with 10 kills, double-digit kills for a middle. A pretty nice performance through 3.5 sets. And a stuff block there that time. Ooh, no, the calls that block was out of bounds. I thought, yeah, okay. Vuri with good sportsmanship, owning up to the fact that ball touched him on its way out of bounds. I think that's a good call. It's a stuff block for House and Orion on the Team Pineapple side. Ratty serving again, opting with the float serve. Fishman on the right, smoked down the line, and Meyer can't handle the heat. That is clearly the go-to spot for Christian Smith and LVC in rotation 1. A nice fast ball to Andrew Fishman on the right side, and Tony Price is leaving him a lot of space down the line to swing at. Meyer's a good libero, but he can't dig everything if that much space is left to him. Perfect pass by Meyer, right on cue. Orion tipped in the block, kept alive. Fichucci to Orion again, stabbed at by Nardone. Evans can have a swing at this, tipped over the block. And a free ball coming here for Team LVC. Where does Smith go with this one? Vuri on the right side, down the line, an absolute hammer again. And I'm talking about right-handed opposites, right-handed players that when they're on the right side like to hit the ball down the line. All the guys in this match so far from both teams have shown a lot of comfort doing that when the block leaves them as much line as they are right now. That is an adjustment that I think both teams are going to have to make throughout the weekend about where they set up their block in relation to right side attackers. A really good block touched by Cardi. And I think that's a good call. The point's going to go to Team Pineapple here on a back row blocker violation. Christian Smith in the back row. So as soon as the ball gets above the plane that extends above the net, then Orion of Team Pineapple is within his rights to go up and touch it. And he does, grabbing the point for Team Pineapple right away. Smart play. That is an ace right on the end line. Orion right over the head of Dave Evans, who ducked out of the way of that ball, expecting it to go out of bounds. But a good call right on the end line. So the lead now only 4, 10 serving 14 here. And we saw in set number 2, Pineapple come back from 14-18 down to steal that set. It's definitely been done. Can it be done again? That's a nice swing, high into the hands by Vuri. Covered. Vuri's going to get this ball again. Nice block touch by Price. Transition opportunity here. House, did he get the touch? No, he did not. Just out of bounds by Gary House in the transition opportunity. Not taken advantage of by Team Pineapple. This is Cardi from the service line, rotation 3 here for Pineapple. Tough pass, going to be a free ball at best, handled by Fishman. Vuri on the right side again. He's really starting to heat up in this match. Kept alive, another free ball coming. Does Smith repeat to him? Set him again, why not? No, this is Evans on the left side. Straight down the line and terminated. And Pineapple doing a good job getting a lot of defensive touches, but just not quite able to terminate them in transition offense. They've gotten some swings at these balls, but honestly, if you ask me, I think it's a difference of not having Bruno on the floor. And I can see him right now, he's kind of stretching out on the sidelines. Awkward play there as the ball falls on the Team Pineapple side. But Bruno's 37. It takes his body a lot to be playing indoor at this age. So maybe he's just working out the body a little bit, trying to come back in this match if it does, in fact, go to 5 sets. But that's a guy that I think Team Pineapple is really missing right now, able to do some really smart things offensively in out-of-system situations. Cardi again serving for LVC as he misses that one to the top tape. Perfect pass by Nardone. Oh, a beautiful stuff block by Fiducia. Harpenow there as well, sealing the cross court away from Dave Evans. And that's just the play that Team Pineapple needs. Down by 5, but definitely not over yet. 12-17. We've seen crazier things. Make no mistake. Pineapple, a very, very good fundamental blocking team. Repeat set again, and a straight down solo block. Fiducia with 2 in a row. What a move by number 14 in black. 2 in a row against Dave Evans. And that was totally the fact there, Fiducia keying on the fact that Smith was likely to repeat set that ball to Evans. He knew that ball was coming the whole way. This time it's Vary out of the back row. Tipped over the top. A diving Meyer makes the play. Price sharp cross court. The Gator from Nardone keeps it alive. Vary out of system, rolls it to Ratty. Price into the block, kept alive again. Sharp cross court by Price, and it was touched by the libero Nardone before it went out of bounds. That is a point for Team Pineapple, and you can kind of sense a momentum shift here. And so does Chris Hosley of Team LVC as he calls a smart timeout. The lead down to 3, but after those 2 stuff blocks by Pasquale Fiducia and then a big put away by Price on a long rally, Pineapple is right back into this thing. We'll be right back after the timeout. An awesome match developing here. Don't go anywhere. House out of the timeout. Perfect pass from Nardone. Vary down the line, and Meyer can't quite make the play. Made a good move at it to his inside. But again, there's just so much line being left for all the right side hitters, whether it's Vary, Fishman, whoever, to hit at on the LVC side. The Pineapple block just has to make that adjustment. Force Vary to pull that ball across his body into the cross court. We know how dangerous Jordan is serving. Really good pass by Ratty there. Price explodes through a seam. 15-18. Again, this match is not over yet. This set is not over yet. If Pineapple comes from behind, they can win the match 3-1. LVC looking to force a decisive set 5, which if we get there, will be played only to 15 points. Service error that time by Price. Oh, barely missed that. Float serve by Evans high into the top tape. (16-19). Matt Harpenow, who has not served well so far this match, still going after it. That one's good off of Fishman's hands. Evans can run it down. A free ball here at best for Team Pineapple. They've got to have this point. Where does Fiducia go? Ratty is rejected by Smith. And that could be a match turning point right there. Pineapple had the chance to bring it within 2, but a brilliant move by the setter, number 2 in white, Christian Smith, a good-sized setter at about 6'5". Closes the door on Kyle Ratty and sends Chris Hoosman back to the line to serve. Good serve. What a set by Fiducia again, but Ratty buries it into the bottom of the net. Trying to go too sharp cross court. And those are 2 very big insurance points for Team Pineapple. From LVC. No timeout coming here from Pineapple. That's a perfect pass. Orion crushed, dug by Hoosman. Vary down the line, missed it, wrist away out of bounds, no touch. And if Team Pineapple is going to stay alive here in set number 4, they had to have that point. They do. 17-21 now. Pasquale Fiducia, the setter, will be the server. Perfect pass from Evans. Fishman not quite in the right spot for that ball. Transition opportunity here. Ratty also in weird positioning there. Vary out of the back row. Is that ball on the end line? No, not quite. Missed out of bounds. And another break for Team Pineapple. It was a very weird play. Neither Fishman nor Ratty really had their footwork or timing in the right spot for the balls that they were set. And Vary with a pretty good look to score out of the back row. Not able to put it away. Now 18-21. This is a deficit that Pineapple has erased so many times in their existence as a team. They've come back from this so many times. But Fishman not going to let him do it here as he registers the kill through the seam, now 22-18. Back in the kickoff classic that we ran in July, Team Pineapple, I remember they played a match against the Phoenix Ascension where they were actually up twice in two different sets, 21-18, and they lost both of them. So this set is by no means over, is I guess the point I'm getting at. Christian Smith again. Price out of the back row, no block up, but a back row attack violation is called. A great set and set choice, but Price's toe was on the 3-meter line as he jumped, and now 23-18. We might be going to set 5 here, ladies and gentlemen. Smith again, rotation 1 receive here for Team Pineapple. Good pass by Ratty. This is going to be House on the left side. Really sharp cross court and an amazing angle by number 18 in black. Fishman in the off blocker spot, not ready for it. (19-23), Kyle Ratty, see who he targets. Works on Cardi, the middle blocker, a good serve. Fishman on the right side, rolled over to Meyer. Big opportunity here for Team Pineapple. Straight down the line by Price, and he puts it away off of Christian Smith and right back. That's an important play now, 20-23. Perfect pass by Nardone. All the way outside to Varee on the left side. High into the hands of Orion, not a play. And a lucky break for Jordan Varee, getting the nice deflection off of Orion's arms. Set point coming up here, 24-20. Fishman with the honors on set point. Big shouts to Mike Pelletier in the chat, saying it's not a true LVC Pineapple match unless it goes to 5. He could not be more right about that one. Crushed out in the middle by Connor Orion. Beautiful pass, set, put away on the Team Pineapple side that time, but we will see if it is all for nothing. 3 opportunities here for LVC to side out and force set 5. Nice pass from Evans. Varee for the set. Did he get the touch on the block? No, he did not. Another set point saved for Pineapple. LVC's got to be a little bit careful here. 2 more points for Pineapple to force extras. And if you get into extras, Pineapple might have a chance to win the match. Actually kind of dangerous territory for New York. Another good serve by Orion. Varee again for the set. Into the block and covered. Tipped over by Varee, kept alive by Fiducia. House setting Price. I can't believe no ball handling was called there. Fishman out of the back row, hit out of bounds. LVC begging for a double contact call against Gary House. None called, and Fishman hits it out of bounds. I agree. I think that should have been called a ball handling error. But now a timeout by LVC, leading only by 1, 24-23. We could have a crazy ending here to set number 4. Smart timeout from Chris Hosley. We will be right back for the crazy conclusion. Stay tuned. All important serve here coming out of the timeout from Connor Orion. He's obviously got to serve in, but can Team Pineapple find one more point on serve to push this to extras? He does serve in, barely kept alive by Nardone. Free ball here for Team Pineapple. House on the right side, down the line, and in on the sideline. Our down official was emphatic about calling that ball inbounds, and I agree with him. That is a point for Team Pineapple. I think that's the right call. I think that Gary House caught a piece of the sideline with that swing. And we have extra points here. You've got to win by 2. Pineapple has a chance to win this match 3-1 against all odds. Orion did a lot of great work to get them back in this, but then buries that one in the middle of the net. So another set point here for Team LVC. They have got to have this. Can't let this chance slip away to force it to 5. And that matters a lot for the eventual season-long standings, which I'll get into in the break if we get there. Price is rejected by Vary one-on-one. And we are going to 5 after all that craziness. LVC finally terminates on their lead in 26-24. The final score. And Jordan Vary with a set-sealing block on Tony Price. We are going 5. Teams will do a coin toss. We'll see who's going to have which side, but we are about to have a tie-breaking set number 5, a quick sprint to 15 points. So what I mean about the season-long standings, we're going to do it kind of how international rules work, how FIVB tournaments work, how CEV tournaments work, how a lot of leagues structure their setup. So when a team wins a match 3-0 or 3-1, they win a full 3 points in the standings. If a match goes to 5, though, the winner only receives 2 points, and the loser gets 1. It's kind of like how the NHL does their standings with, like, I think shootout or overtime, wins and losses, you still get a point in the standings. So the fact that LVC just sent this to 5 was a huge deal because they guarantee that both teams will take at least 1 point in the eventual standings. And now both teams just fighting for the second one. Of course, if you lose 3-0 or 3-1, no points in the standings for you. So that was big for Team LVC. And again, this is not the last match these teams will play this weekend. They'll be back in action at 4 p.m. Eastern and then at 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. A 3-match series in this classic Pineapple LVC rivalry. So LVC is going to start out on the near side of your screen here. And then the teams will switch when the first team reaches 8 points. Quick sprint to 15 points in here in set 5. You still must win by 2. I think the real question is Bruno going to go back in for Team Pineapple? I think he might be the difference. Some stats courtesy of Dan Pawlikowski through this point in the match. Jordan Vary with 15 kills. Tony Price with 7 kills since entering the match in set number 3. A pretty nice performance in 2 sets. Jordan Vary, 18.5 points total. Vary, Fishman, Evans, and Hoosman all with double-digit kills for Team LVC. So Smith doing a great job spreading the offense around. And both middles for Team Pineapple, Matt Harpenow and Connor Orion, with 7 blocks apiece. That's like team blocks that they were at least involved on that turned into stuff blocks. Those are big blocking numbers. Set number 5, first serve coming from Christian Smith. We are underway. Price out of the back row again, and just an outstanding delivery by Fiducia, doing such a brilliant job running that pipe attack and totally fooling the LVC blockers. Pineapple on the board first, and Fiducia back to serve. Very interesting to see what rotations the teams start in. And indeed, Bruno is back in the match for Team Pineapple. He now replaces Kyle Ratty. So Bruno in the L1 spot at the outside hitter, Tony Price still in, and Gary House still the opposite. So Bruno took a couple sets off. We'll see if he got his body right and can push himself over the finish line, himself and his team over the finish line here in set 5. Good float serve from Fiducia. And what a bump set by Smith. Practically taking that one right off the ref stand with his platform, getting it in a position for Fishman to take a swing at it, and he does. Puts it away in a pretty big out-of-system situation and getting out of rotation 1. That could be a huge play going down the road. We're tied up at 1, Fishman to serve. Handled easily by Meyer. Orion off the leg of Nardone, but out of play. And another put away for number 7 in black. Such a good athlete at about 6'6". Fast, high jumper, contacts the ball high. Got some pretty good range attacking out of the middle. Him and Fiducia are starting to get along really well together. We're going to have Bruno at the service line. Looks like we're taking a look at one of the tiles of the sport court just on the far side by the down referee's spot. So assuming we can get that sorted out, we'll see Bruno's first look at the service line since doing a bunch of damage in sets 1 and 2, then going to the bench for sets 3 and 4. Pineapple with only 8 players dressed right now. So they're really using every permutation of the lineup that they possibly can. What is nice, though, is that some of their guys are versatile. Gary House can play opposite or middle. Bruno can play both pins. They've got some options, but not quite as many as Team LVC has, even though they've stuck with the same lineup throughout this match. Not sure what the deal is with this tile, but it is just giving our down referee and our guys some fits right now, trying to get it in place without it being a tripping hazard. The hero we all need, Chris Hosley, going over there getting down dirty trying to fix it. He's probably set up some sport court in his day. All right, got everything sorted out. Back to volleyball. 2-1 Team Pineapple. Bruno serving. We'll see if he's a little bit cold after some time on the bench and that little delay for fixing the floor. Rotation 2 receive here for LVC. Good serve working on Fishman. Evans with a brilliant roll shot right over the top of the block. I've been so impressed with his variety of offense in this match. Knowing when to bomb away and knowing when to take something off of it. He's great at tooling the block, great at rolling, finding spots in the court where nobody is. That time right in the donut, the campfire in the middle of the court there. Tied up at 2. Good serve by Carty, handled pretty well by Meyer. House on the right side, over the top of the block and dug by Fishman. Great bump set by Smith, and Evans gets away with it through the block of Orion and down. What a bump set by number 2 in white. Just something hittable. And number 25 in white puts it away again. Dave Evans having a really nice match here. Carty again serving now with a 1-point lead, 3-2. Working on Price down the line, perfect pass. Orion off out of the middle, but a replay going to be called as a stray volleyball came onto the court here. A problem that anyone who's ever been to one of these big junior tournaments is familiar with. Volleyball's flying all over the place. Still 3-2, Cardi serving again. See if he goes after Price down the line again. No, that time it's Bruno, perfect pass. Orion again, nice block touch from Hoosman. Set by Hoosman, and Evans through the block again. Orion just not quite able to seal those seams. And Evans is taking advantage, able to get away with hitting the ball kind of low. And a beautiful delivery that time by the middle blocker, Chris Hoosman, who's been willing to flash the pause throughout this match. House again on the right side, down the line, dug by Cardi, but just out of play on the Pineapple side. And a big side out there for Indiana. Orion was of course he misses that serve there, but Orion was the key to that service run that almost brought Pineapple back into the match in set number 4. Huge moment here, up 5-3 LVC with Jordan Varee back to serve. You saw him absolutely go off in set number 3 and really kind of turn his own personal match around by doing so. House dug by Varee. Fishman out of the back row, rolled over the top. Meyer picks it up, keeps it in play, but free ball coming here from Price. Smith to Evans, cross court. What a dig by Meyer. Price dug by Fishman, but right into his chest, and he can't pop enough to be kept in play. A huge point there for Team Pineapple to hang around within 1. Gary House serving. Platform sets to the middle. You don't see that every day. Dug, but overpassed by Meyer. Hoosman again. Tapped up by Harpenow. Swung at by Fiducia, but dug by Varee. All the way back to Varee, but way too far off the net for him to swing at. Pineapple's got to have this. But the center dump kept alive by Nardone. What is going on here in this point? Nobody's running anything conventional offensively. Evans rolled, and he's stuffed by Fiducia. What a crazy point that was. I had no idea what happened. Almost no normal-looking offensive chances there. But eventually the roll shot by Dave Evans, fingertip blocked by Fiducia, to the floor on the LVC side, and we're tied up at 5. Varee down the line off the hands of Meyer and straight down into the floor. And Varee continuing to have a ton of success hitting the ball down the line. I can't believe that the Team Pineapple block has not adjusted to that. Good serve by Evans, going for the jump spinner this time. Bruno out of the back row and a beautiful swing. Rattles the table that I'm sitting at. Detonates off of Jordan Varee and out of play. Bruno getting involved out of the back row. He will be in the front row in just a couple rotations. Actually, that's right now. Bruno to the front row. He is about to have a huge impact on this match. You already know. Foot fault called there against Tony Price. Ball sprayed out of bounds anyway. So that sends Chris Hoosman to the service line, 7-6. Again, when the first team reaches 8 here in set 5, the teams will change sides. What a bomb of a serve, but an even better pass by Meyer. Picked up by Hoosman on the center dump. Varee out of the back row for the lead. Nice dig in the back row by Price. Bruno! Sharp cross court, and right as I was just saying, when Team Pineapple needs a point down the stretch here in set 5, they are going to number 12. Bruno Amorim da Silva, the veteran Brazilian of so many international leagues. He is the guy that is going to score points for Team Pineapple in crunch time situations this weekend. And we are tied up at 7 after the transition put away. That serve not even close by Matt Harpenow, and LVC with the narrow advantage at the side change. Not a timeout, just a quick little lull in momentum as the guys switch sides. I believe it'll be Christian Smith serving for LVC once he gets over there. While we get a chance, want to thank our sponsors again really quick. Smack Sportswear, Mikasa, our volleyball sponsor. LJ's Discount Medical, our chemical and other safety supplies for COVID-19 prevention this weekend. And Swish Live, our live streaming platform. You guys are all awesome. Thank you for your support of the awesome volleyball that you're seeing right now. Ace serve, Christian Smith. What a nasty, disgusting float serve that was. You could read the Mikasa on that ball the entire way as it totally dropped off a cliff right after it passed the net. Just mesmerized Bruno and Tony Price, and definitely some gamesmanship but here by Gary House tying his shoe. Sean Dryden in the chat. Big shout out to Sean, big Team Pineapple guy. Smith again working on Bruno. Good hand pass this time. Bruno high over the top of the block and in on the end line. That's an absolutely unstoppable swing. Through the tops of the fingertips and just inside the end line. Nobody is stopping that. And an excellent delivery by Fiducia off a pretty low pass. Pineapple trailing by 1, 8 serving 9. Fishman, was that a slide approach off of 1 foot? Really good dig. House is dug by Smith. Fishman again on the right side into the hands of Bruno. Detonated by Orion, and we're tied up at 9. That was a crazy play. I'm pretty sure Fishman hit that first ball off of 1 foot. But terrific digs by both setters. And eventually Orion puts it away off a nice block touch and an in-system offensive opportunity. We're tied up at 9. Fiducia again. Down the line. Fishman off of the hands of Meyer and out of play. Again, an LVC right side attacker having success hitting the ball down the line. Fishman serving here. We're going to get a stoppage for a stray volleyball. That was a nail of a pass, though, by Meyer. It's a shame he's not going to get credit for that. 10 serving 9. Getting close to business time here. Again, you got to win by 2. Even though we're playing to 15, we could be going for quite a while until somebody gets 2 points clear. House in rotation 1. Good block touch by Carty. Nardone to Fishman, and he's roofed by Orion out of the back row. Orion not fooled at all. And a nice choice by Gary House on the left side there. The left side hitter in rotation 1. Tapping it off the block and making Christian Smith, the setter, handle the ball for Team LVC. And this is Bruno in a tie ball game. 10 serving 10, set 5. This is what it comes down to. Star players are going to get the spotlight here. Speaking of star players, Vary is absolutely roofed. Tony Price is all over him along with Orion. And Vary lands in that same floor tile from earlier. Looks to be a little bit of an issue, but what a block that was by number 99 in black. Team Pineapple's first lead of the set, or at the very least since 1-0. Bruno that time with the serve was pretty conservative. We'll see if he goes after it now that he's up by 1. Or if he tries to get the all-important two-point cushion before doing so. All right, we're ready to get back to volleyball. Here we go. Bruno again, 11-10. This is what it's all about right here. 11-10, set 5. Star player on the service line. Let's see what he's got. Good serve, but handled really well by Fishman. This is Evans into the block of House and out of play. That is a brilliant side out by Team LVC. Outstanding pass by number 6 in white, Andrew Fishman, handling a heater from Bruno, and he went for it that time. We are tied up at 11. Ryan Carty, the middle blocker, to serve. He's got a couple aces in this match. Really good pass by Bruno. Orion again, he hits it out of bounds, just long of the end line. I think that's a good call. Didn't quite get on top of the ball. A huge missed opportunity for Team Pineapple. LVC leads 12-11. Carty again, this time on Meyer. House off a touch. But Fishman can't change direction to bring that ball back into play. We're tied up at 12. It wouldn't be a Pineapple LVC match, just like Mike Pelletier, longtime LVC libero, said in the chat earlier, if it didn't go 5 and it didn't go extras. Kyle Ratty in off the bench to serve for Orion. Evans down the line, off the tape, kept alive by Fiducia. Ratty will set this ball, House on the right side. Over the top and dug by Fishman. Evans again, dug by Ratty. This time missed out of bounds, off the tape, no touch and out of bounds. What a dig by Kyle Ratty. That is exactly what he was substituted in to do, an outstanding defensive play. And Pineapple leads 13-12. What a play by Indiana. Short float serve just gets over the tape. Good pass by Evans. Varia on the right side. Brilliant block touch by Harpenow. Where does Fiducia go? Price rolled, picked up by Fishman. Evans again into the block of House, but is covered. Tipped by Varie, but out of bounds. Tried to go down the line, no touch. I think that's the right call. I don't think that caught the sideline. I just heard Pasquale Fiducia just now say, we got an opportunity, and they do. 14-12, match point for Team Pineapple. Some arguing about that call, whether that Varie play was in or out down the line. I was pretty confident that it was out. Yeah, the call is out. Team Pineapple point. They will indeed have match point here in set 5. 14-12. Ratty again serving. Been a huge insertion off the bench the last couple points. Rotation 3 here for LVC. Evans, Hoosman, and Varie. Another good short float serve. Hoosman on cue, out of bounds. Was there a touch? No. That ball just a little bit underset, and Team Pineapple takes the match. What a barn burner. Pineapple up 2-0. LVC storms back to force 5 sets. And then Pineapple breaks a 12-12 stalemate in set number 5 with 3 points in a row off the service run of Kyle Ratty. And the first match of the weekend in amazing fashion goes to the home team, Indiana Team Pineapple. What a match that was, man. Just a treat to watch. And fortunately for you all viewers, we are not done. We will be back in 3 hours, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, with this exact same matchup, Pineapple and LVC. I'm going to grab a Pineapple guy to interview on the stream really quick. Then we will kill it. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you guys at 4 p.m. Again, I'm Rob St. Clair. See you in a couple hours. I got so many cables. So many cables. Fuck.
Want me to leave this with you?
Yeah, please.
Are you going to stay here?
Yeah, leave that with me. That's perfect. Pasquale Fiducia, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, what a match.
Oh, yeah.
That was incredible. Just so, momentum back and forth. You guys go. You win the first set pretty comfortably. Set 2, you come back and steal from down 18-14. And then LVC totally turns it on. Once it got pushed to 5 sets, what was the message before first serve in set 5?
Before set 5, it was just to stick together. We're a family as Team Pineapple, so we just want to stick together and get through that 5th set. If we fight as a team, we can get through anyone.
I heard you say right before 14-12 point, we have an opportunity here. How important was it to seal the match when you did at 14-12 instead of letting it go to extras?
Oh, very, very. Because if you have that opportunity, if you don't get it right there, it's going to shift the momentum back to that side. So we got to close it right there, so they don't have any chance to go any further.
Absolutely. It was such a momentum game back and forth. I was so fascinated by it. And the offense that you ran, I thought, was brilliant. You got Bick involved, you got all the pins involved, and the pins kind of took their turns on the bench to get some rest.
Yeah.
What was the key to keeping like offensive flow with some interchanging of players?
Honestly, just try and find a connection mid-game. So we're trying to communicate since this is the first match of the year. We're just trying to find that connection so we can bring it on for later games. We're just all thankful to be out here to be able to play and have fun playing volleyball in 2021.
Dude, same. I'm so happy we're here. And like Lloyd said when I had him on the middle of the sets, he and I were both blown away by the level of the first match of the weekend. Yeah. Like if that was the first match, what are the next couple going to be like, huh?
It's only going to get better from here.
Love it, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks, stream. Awesome match. We'll be back again at 4 p.m. If you're not already, make sure to follow us on Instagram at VLA Volleyball. Follow the two teams. 4 p.m., same time, same place. We'll see you guys then.